Oh, hi there. Let me tell you what we're doing today. We're making 6-channel speakers, cables, 6-channel speaker cables. So you have these 6 little guys over here. Each one of them goes to a different speaker inside these little orbs over here. I guess they're hemis orbs, half orbs. Each one of these will go to a different pin inside this connector. You got that? You focus. This is a mono cable. It only has one jack over here, and this one guy goes to all the pins in here, and these are all separated to all the pins. Okay. So what we have here, this is a jack that we're soldering to. So the blue goes to the hot wire, which is that one, and this is the ground. And what you wanted to do is that, so that this wraps around here, and you have perfect length for the blue and the white to attach. So you get these little strippers here, and you rip it. So yeah, it's the same thing to the white one. And you prepare it like, stick this little guy up through the hole, flatten him down so he doesn't go anywhere. Okay, got trouble. So this is what's happening. You squeeze these, and it's good. So ideally you don't want any copper hair sticking out anywhere you don't want. So you have them flat like that. Put them in the helping hands. Do that just so it doesn't move. You getting this? This is the intense part right here. You want to make it nice and smooth. You do that by putting some solder down, rubbing it back and forth a little, being real gentle. Like you're holding a baby. And then that's done. And you solder that guy too. Once again, the idea is to get it real smooth. You unclip them. Plastic goes in the sheath, and the sheath goes on. It's pretty hot. Screw it on, and you throw it at Paul.
Okay, so I'm soldering the grounds together from all these wires, and what I did was I just put some electrical tape around all the wires, then I twisted all the grounds together, and now I'm putting some solder on it. From here I'm going to attach another wire, which is going to go to the ground on the XLR pin. So I'm just going to put some more solder on here. So now I'm just gonna solder this wire onto the ground, and this is gonna go onto the XLR connector.
Okay, cool. Alright, so here we have all 6 connectors. The ground wire has been soldered together and soldered to another wire to make it easier to solder to this connector here. And the other wires have been trimmed and stripped to be about the same length. What we're going to do is we're going to take this sheath here, and we're going to slip it over here just to cover this so nothing shorts out inside the cable. Heat to this shrink wrap just to shrink it down so it doesn't slip off. Important key step, do not forget to put this on first. Otherwise, you'll have to take everything apart. You only need to slip that on one wire at a time. In the inside of our 6-pin connector cable here. And we are going to, I start with the ground. I don't think it really matters. but you just slip the wire through. It's also a good idea, if you can, to get the back of the connector, on this one at least, or the ones where there's a hole through it, just so. Next, we haven't labeled any of these yet, so it really doesn't matter which one goes where. We'll figure that out later when we test it. But for the 6-pin connector, you can see that there's one in the middle, and I find it's easiest to solder that one first, just because when you have all the other 5 around it, it gets very hard to get at that one slot. So what you do is you take the next wire that you plan to solder and you push it through the bottom of the cap here, pull the cap back, and this just helps keep the wire you're working with separate from all the other ones, so you don't have too many around you at once.
So, we just soldered on all the connectors, and now we're going to put this. Okay. This is the manner in which it gets together. And then you'll see a little notch in here. It'll fit in. Now we're going to tape it up to cover all the wires. Now what we're going to do is check to see the connections between which one of these goes to which prong in here, and then we will label them with masking tape channels 1 through 6. So because this one is beeping now, that means that that is 1, and so we will label all of them accordingly.